Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly. I do all sorts of things on my channel, cooking videos, vlogs, hauls, Disney content, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Today's video is a grocery haul. Every month, Tiffany and Jessica have been hosting a grocery haul, and I am participating once again this month. I'm going to have both of their channels in the description box, and if you look there, I'm also going to have a link to the playlist that corresponds to this collab, so that once you finished watching my video, you could see what all my friends got for their grocery hauls this month. I just woke up. I don't know if you can tell, but I just woke up to 2 grocery orders on my porch that I completely forgot that I'd ordered last night. And all of my hauls tend to have a little bit of a theme to them. First of all, they're always gluten and dairy free, or at least almost all. Sometimes I throw in little things here and there for my husband who eats a standard American diet, but typically they're gluten and dairy free completely. I believe that this video is going to be totally gluten and dairy free. But this month, because the holidays are upon us, I am basically going to be showing you guys stuff that I bought for, let's call it a recipe marathon. I'm going to be cooking and baking a lot for the channel today. And a lot of the things that I needed to buy were basically ingredients to make up those recipes. So not all of it. Some of it is stuff that we're going to be having for regular lunches, dinners, etc. But a good portion of what you're about to see is stuff that's going to eventually be on the channel for you guys to watch as well. So I've got a Sprouts order, and an Amazon Fresh order is about to arrive any moment now. As always, I'm going to show you everything I bought, and then I'm going to give you the prices at the end. So with all that being said, let's jump right into the first order, shall we? Okay, so it's a smallish order from Sprouts. And the very first thing I see here, funny enough, is not to do with any sort of recipe. I just got myself some cherry chipotle chicken wings, and these are very likely going to be dinner tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and put those away. Next, I've got some dill pickle kettle chips. And I got these, first off, they're delicious, but I got them because my son, who, if you're not new to the channel, you already know he's on the autism spectrum. He has ARFID, which means avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. So there's a lot of things that he does not eat, and therefore his diet is very limited. Luckily, he's thriving because the things he does eat are very nutritionally balanced, thank goodness. But the point is that lately he's a little more curious about trying new things, and this particular brand, the Sprouts brand of dill pickle chips, he's really into. So since they were on sale this week, I got him a couple bags. And I only got a couple because anytime I get really excited about a new food, I go gung-ho and buy a ton of it, and that's when he decides he's never going to eat it again. So I figured 2 bags for now was good. We've got some pasta, and this is just for the pantry, also because it was on sale. So I got the Daiya aged cheddar mac and cheese and white cheddar mac and cheese. These are gluten and dairy free both, and I typically buy the kind that's the premium, if you will, where it's almost like the Velveeta shells and cheese. It comes with the cheese sauce in a packet already prepared. This is more like Blue Box mac and cheese, where the cheese powder is like, it's a powder. It's not an already made sauce. I've never had these, but I haven't been disappointed by Daiya brand yet, so I figured I'd go ahead and put some of these in the pantry just for future use. Banza linguine. Banza is my favorite pasta brand, and I've been wanting linguine with butter and Parmesan, so I went ahead and I got some. I got myself a pantry stable original nut pods. I prefer the refrigerated kind, the fresh kind, because it has a thicker consistency. It has, to me, I think, a better flavor, but sometimes it's harder to find, and I rely on it heavily for cooking and baking. So I figured I should go ahead and get myself a shelf stable one, just to keep it on hand in case one day I need some nut pods and I can't find it at the store. It's not ideal, but at least I have that I can use in a pinch. A Graham style pie crust. This is gluten-free and vegan, and you can imagine I'm going to be making a pie with this. So this is the brand right here in case you're having a hard time finding a gluten-free and dairy-free pie crust for yourself. Ta-da! I set that off to the side because I don't want it to get crushed by anything. Sweet chili sauce from Sprouts. I typically buy the Thai Kitchen brand, and we use it for, you know, chicken dishes, stir fries, egg rolls, what have you. But This was like $2 cheaper, so I thought I'd venture out and see if it's any good. Some, whoops, polenta, because I can't find grits anywhere. I always buy the Bob's Red Mill grits because they're unfortified, meaning they don't add any extra synthetic B vitamins to them. Me and my family can't tolerate synthetic vitamins, so I usually get their stuff, but I've not been able to find just the regular like grits anywhere. This is prepared the same and it pretty much tastes the same once I throw some pepper jack cheese and bacon and eggs on top, so that'll do. And then lastly in this bag, I got some of these dates. So this is from a brand called Frickin' Wholesome. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a little better. And these are not cheap. In my store, they're $1 a piece. Basically, they are exactly what they say. They're filled dates or dipped dates. These are stuffed with caramel almond, and these are gluten and dairy free. My husband, who, as I mentioned earlier, eats a regular standard American diet, absolutely loves these. So the only difference is they're all filled the exact same way with the caramel almond, but the brown wrapped ones are dipped in chocolate afterwards. They taste a lot like a Snickers. They're really good. I think they're fine. I think they're okay. Like I said though, my husband loves them, so I went ahead and I grabbed him a few. You know something's worth trying when a very picky eater that's used to a standard American diet wants to have something that's gluten and dairy free. You already know my favorite electrolyte drink is just some regular coconut water. It was not on sale at all this week because lately they've been doing like buy one get one half off or even a buy one get one or whatever. It's regular price this week, so I just got the 1 pack. But that's fine because it brings 8 to the pack and I typically drink one every morning, so that'll do me for the next week. And then the last bag that we have from Sprouts is all dairy items, quote unquote. So I got myself some Parmesan for my linguine. I got 2 thingies of the plant-based Baby Bells. These are so expensive and they're still pretty hard to find in my area, but I love them. And this is the only cheese I found actually that I could just snack on and really enjoy. And since my son has been in more of an adventurous mood with food, I thought maybe he'll want to try these. So I went ahead and I grabbed 2. We got more Daiya cheese. The slices were buy one get one this week, so I got a cheddar and an American. These are great on sandwiches, whether it's breakfast sandwiches, grilled cheeses, chicken tender sandwiches. I use them all the time. We needed some butter, of course. Some cocoa whip. I'm going to be using this with the pie. I did get myself a nut pods for our cooking and baking marathon. And lastly, this is a new one for me. I've never tried this. Holiday nog. So they can't call it eggnog because it's vegan, obviously. Like it's dairy free, which is what I want. I don't necessarily want vegan, but I do need dairy free. And this is completely vegan. So since there's no eggs in it, they can't call it eggnog, but it's meant to be an eggnog sort of drink. And 'tis the season, right? So I went ahead and I got one, and I guess we'll see how it goes. So that's everything I got from Sprouts today with the service fee, delivery fee, tax, driver tip, etc. Altogether, this came out to $99.87. And so I'm going to go ahead and put all of this away, and I'm going to prepare for the Amazon Fresh order, which should have arrived by now. Alright, as promised, here is the Amazon Fresh haul. It's also a small haul because, again, this is not like my weekly groceries. This is just kind of a holiday recipe stock up, if you will. And I'll tell y'all right now, since my phone's already out and in front of me, that the delivery for this was free because I'm enrolled in their like thing. They have like a subscription, I guess. So I don't know, is it really free? Whatever. I didn't have to pay for this delivery, but I did have to pay for the tip. And so all in, this was $42.21, which brings our total to $142.08 if I did my math right. So now that we know that going in, let me show you what I did get. In this first bag, we got some cilantro, because we always have cilantro on hand. And we got some eggs, because I needed them for breakfast, etc., but also for cooking today. And these are actually the cheapest eggs I found across all stores this week, so it worked out. Got some of these Simply potatoes. These are the diced potatoes with onions. So it's sort of like a home fries type situation. And they're just a little treat. I get them whenever I go on Amazon Fresh typically because they're cheaper on Amazon Fresh. So I'm going to make a breakfast or two with that. French onion dip from Kite Hill. I rarely ever see this, and I saw it, so I went ahead and I got one. It helps that it was also at a discounted price. And this is actually really tasty, but it's even better when you cook with it. So I'm going to be doing some of that. Tilapia. And the only reason I got this, honestly, is because in order for me to get the free delivery, I had to order at least $35 worth of stuff, and I wasn't at that threshold yet, so I figured this could be dinner tomorrow. I did not order these. That's fun. Nope, I didn't order either of these things. They sent me veggie straws, which technically are safe for kiddo to eat, so I'll try, but this isn't one of his foods, so he's probably not going to eat this. And then queso flavored ruffles. Maybe my husband will eat these, but yeah, point is, I didn't order either of these things, and that concerns me greatly because that makes me wonder, what did I order that I'm not receiving because I got that instead? You know what I mean? Like, if I ended up with someone else's bag, then I'm going to assume that means that somebody else ended up with mine, and that's not okay because I needed all these things that I ordered today. So let's see. In our last bag, I got a decaf chai latte concentrate. I love, love, love the Tazo chai. This is the brand that Starbucks uses, but I've never seen it in decaf, and I have not been drinking caffeine. Probably, I mean, it's been almost a year at this point. I think I stopped drinking caffeine back in January. So I saw this and I thought, I gotta try that, obviously. We got a Jell-O instant pudding in vanilla, and I did a lot of research on this. It turns out that the mix itself is totally gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, etc. What makes it not safe is what milk you use to prepare it, and obviously I'm going to be using a safe milk. So I went ahead and I got some of that for cooking with. Mallow bits, or I guess jet puffed bits, a different brand, but this is basically those itty bitty freeze-dried mushrooms, oh my goodness, marshmallows that you find in like a lot of hot cocoa mixes, and they were only $1.50, so I figured there's got to be something I could do with that. Peppermint extract for baking. And I also got some of this. This is my favorite, like, sriracha. It's from the same brand. I haven't been able to find this in literally years, I think, at this point. But it comes in a little pot instead of in a squirt bottle because it's slightly, like, chunkier, it's thicker. This is delicious. So I saw this. It was only like $2. Had to pick it up because I haven't seen it, like I said, in a really long time. And that's everything. So I'm going to double check real fast. Yep, I'm missing my Thai basil, which is really disappointing because I wanted that for a soup that I've been craving. But it looks like that's all I'm missing. So I guess it's not that bad, and they're going to reimburse me for what's missing, obviously. And we got 2 free bags of chips out of it, so it is what it is. Alright friends, so that's my grocery haul video for November. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe and click the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know anytime I upload a new video, and you might see some of these ingredients and recipes coming up. And also keep in mind that I'm going to be doing Vlogmas this year. It's going to be a healthy blend of vlogs, hauls, and cooking videos, especially lots of recipes. In particular, I've been working on a 12 days of cookie series that I can't wait to share with you guys. And I'm going to be putting out a brand new video every single day from December 1st to December 25th. So again, I hope you'll subscribe and come on back. And thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this video. Bye!